Lulu, do you have the floor? Can you hear me, Lulu? Please confirm.
Okay. Hi, Century. Yes, I can.
You have the floor.
Okay. So it's another fundraiser. Today marks the 10th fundraiser for Obi-Datti 2023. And as is the culture, we'll start with the second stanza of our national anthem, which is the opening prayer. O God of creation, direct our noble, guide our leaders right.
Help the truth to know and honesty to prove, and living just and true. Says
and justice shall reign. Right. Thank you, Century, for joining in. I can see there's just you and I on the Zoom call. I was trying to catch up with YouTube to see if...
I think your audio is going in and coming out. Your audio is going in and coming out.
Okay. I said it's just you and I on Zoom. I was trying to look through YouTube to see how many attendees are on. So welcome. I hope you've had a great day. It's been a busy one for you. Well done for your commitment to service and all that you've done and are still doing, Century.
Yes, thank you very much. It's been an awesome day.
Absolutely. The Uni Abuja Town Hall was clearly a hit. We watched the footage. Yes, the engagement was quite elating. And then the random stop at Banex also added another spice to today's event. So well done to our team. Well done to everyone who is committed to this journey as we count down to February 25th. Victory is ours by His special grace. We are still doing the work, and it's why we are gathered here again today to make contributions that would allow us to finalize and also activate quite a number of campaign activities that are required at this point in time. No amount is too small. The single largest sum is 50 million. No amount is too small. Every little counts. This journey has been a very interesting one. We have seen citizens make sacrifices that are selfless. We have seen citizens find that point of hope again. We have seen citizens rise up to put their money where their mouth is. We have seen citizens commit to a candidate and his deputy that we have chosen to be the representation that is deserving of us as a people. So it's been a great run, and we're still at it, counting down to the day we will celebrate in victory because our hard work would come to fruition. Hello? Century, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, I can hear you.
Right. So it's another day and the journey continues. Our account numbers are on display. Are we able to display the account numbers on YouTube as well?
Yes, it's showing. Whatever we're doing here is streaming on YouTube.
Okay, streaming there as well. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I can see we have 36 top chart list on YouTube page. So yes, please endeavor to make your donation today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. We're still receiving donations. We still need to produce materials. We still need to reach those areas that require sensitization, that need to hear the message of Peter Obi and Obi-Datti Baba-Ahmed. And your contributions will make that possible. No amount is too small. Remember, the account numbers on display and banks on the screen are our campaign official numbers. So please feel free to make your donations into any of these accounts. Thank you, Kogo Sunny Unique, for joining in. It's the 10th edition of our campaign fundraiser for Obi Baba-Ahmed 2023. We have done this now for 10 consecutive weeks. And every day we gather, every Friday, we gather here to encourage each other, to keep hope alive, to keep the torch burning, because it has been a marathon and still is, knowing that come February 25th, our labor of love, our conviction would have paid off. It's been a great one. No amount is too small. The floor is open for donations. The floor is open for any inspiring charge that you would want to share. Feel free by a show of hands so we can unmute your mic and hear from you. Speak to somebody today or tomorrow or next tomorrow about our candidate. Word of mouth, as we know, is one of the most powerful marketing tools that is as old as time. You never know whom you might successfully convince, and that will be one additional vote. So please, however we can contribute, it mustn't be financial. It's also by talking to someone who needs to hear the message of our candidate. And that will be the day we win a soul that converts and adds one additional vote for our campaign. Every vote counts. Thank you, Dauda Baba, for joining in. Thank you, Ihanyi of Sondu, for joining in. You're welcome to our 10th edition of the Obi Baba-Ahmed campaign fundraiser. On display on the screen are our campaign's official account details. Feel free to make a donation. Feel free by a show of hands to share your experiences so far on the field, how you feel about the upcoming elections, words of encouragement you wish to share with us on the platform. We have audience listening in on YouTube as well. So feel free by a show of hands to either make a donation or share an inspiring thought with us as we assemble here again to encourage ourselves to stay on this path, because victory is surely ours. Thank you for joining in. No amount is too small. No amount is too small. Every little adds. Our country hangs on a precipice. The future of Nigeria lies in the decision you and I make today. The future of Nigeria lies in you and I upturning the establishment and taking over to create the Nigeria of our dreams, to make happen the Nigeria that is deserving of us. It has been a long time coming. The worst of us have been at the helm of affairs for too long. And now it's the time for you and I to take the gauntlet, to take the bull by the horn and upturn these elections in our favor. We have everything it takes to win these elections. It will take you and I showing up at the polling units on the day of elections, casting our votes, and staying on to also ensure that our votes count. And that is all that is required of us. No amount is too small to donate, remember? Feel free by a show of hands to either share your thoughts or words of encouragement. Is the 10th fundraiser for our campaign. It has been a very good run. Every day, every Friday, we come together in union, believing in the cause that we're fighting for. And yes, our commitment is very inspiring. It is the first time in Nigeria we see voter apathy being broken. We see citizens celebrating in victory the successful collection of their PVCs. We see citizens who have never voted in their 60s, in their 50s, coming out to say this will be the first time they vote. So it's a winner. We thank Mr. Peter Obi for the courage to pick up the ticket of LP and run with us, believing that, yes, we can do it, and together we can. Please feel free, by a show of hands, to share your thoughts and words of inspiration with us. Feel free to make a donation. No amount is too small. Remember to speak to someone to either collect their PVCs or to vote for our candidate. The countdown continues. Today is the 27th of January. If you follow the events of today, you would see our candidate had a successful outing at the University of Abuja. Okay, Century. Hello, Century, go on.
Yes, thank you, Dudu, for the work you do and everything you're doing for the movement. And I want to just key into what you're saying, the amazing news we had today, amazing outing we had today from our principal, where we had young Nigerians at the University of Abuja, where he was able to engage with them and share his plans and policies for them. And I want to use the opportunity to also share some updates in regards to what we've been doing as a team. beyond just the media appearances, beyond just the work, the ability of our principal in terms of engaging with Nigerians, we have a whole battalion of obedience at the grassroots, mobilizing, engaging Nigerians, trying to get them to understand that hope is here, that Nigeria can move from a nation of people who consume to a nation of producers. So we have food soldiers across 36 states, including the FCT, in different communities engaging to ensure that come February 25th, come election day, we're able to have an amazing outing. And most of these things would require resources, would require funding, and for materials that needs to be printed, handbills that need to be printed, aprons, stickers, you name it. We have loads of volunteers who are working for free, Nigerians who want to take back their country, who want to ensure that this nation becomes a better nation. We have media professionals, we have graphic designers, video editors, we have, you name it. We have people with amazing platforms, with significant influence, who are saying, you know what, I would not charge a dime. I would invest my all to ensure that His Excellency Obi and Baba-Ahmed becomes the president and vice president in the forthcoming election. But there are certain things that you cannot get for free. Things like airtime, things like radio, things like materials, billboards, ballot paper specimen. We have local governments in Nigeria who still think that Peter Obi is running with Atiku. They still think, they love him, they love our principal Peter Obi, but they still think. We need to reach out to these people and get them to know that Labour Party is Papa, Mama, and Peking. And this is where they need to come print. We need to print ballot specimen to show them how to vote. We have the guys at Up North who are carrying out video cinemas, who are going to play Peter Obi's speeches in Hausa language in different local governments in the North. Those work need to be empowered. They need projectors to do their work. So we have people who are willing to move around and get stuff done for the campaign, but they need materials. They need handbills. They need things to get things going. And we've started producing them. So from next week, you're going to start seeing the amazing work, donations from Nigerians from across Nigeria. You start seeing their donations. We're going to start giving you updates in regards to what we've been able to do with the funds released so far. Our materials in bulk, we're printing millions of flyers. We're commissioning radio jingles across different states in the North in Hausa language. We're doing that already with the funds we've received so far. So we're going to be giving a very detailed breakdown of what we've been doing so far in our next meeting. But we're making progress, significant progress. We have close to over 8 units currently running. 8 units are running right now. We have the media unit, strategy unit, we have the technology unit, we have the procurement units, different units of these are obedience professionals who are the pinnacle of their careers, who are coming in, staying in meetings for hours, planning, strategizing, pouring through data analysis. And the way we spend these resources is targeted, in the sense that when we want to carry out radio jingles and promotions, we're not just throwing our seeds in the air. We are using data to analyze which radio stations do we want to put our message on. Which radio stations are going to be effective? Which radio stations have enough reach in terms of budget? Are we going to get good value for our money? Those kind of things. We are putting all this into consideration as we deploy resources. When it comes to materials production, we are taking people through a very competitive bidding process. Our goal is to get the cheapest material ever. This is not a for-profit venture. This is a rescue Nigeria venture. This is a save Nigeria, take back Nigeria venture. And so we are really, really frugal with the resources that you entrust in us. We are approaching this whole activity from a very, very, very frugal perspective. We only pay for what nobody can afford to do for free. If we can't find an obedient that can do it for free, that is only, and even at that, we have abundance of obedience who are doing things. We have people who are printing materials with their own money. We have people who are on the field with their own transportation, going to local governments, going to unreached places to go and engage. But what we're asking is that, okay, there's a limit to what people can do with their own money. There's a limit to what people can do with their own resources. They will need materials, they will need t-shirts, they will need aprons, they will need stickers, they will need ballot specimens, they will need wristbands, they will need caps. Right? Radio stations cannot play your jingle without you paying them, even though they love Obi, they love our principle, they love our message, but they need to run as an organization, they're a business. And so for these things are why we are coming out to engage for requests for funding. That's why we're raising funding. Our principal has been kind enough to really take the weight of this campaign on his head, on his shoulders, spending his resources to power rallies, drive different things on his own. He's not fighting for himself. He's not fighting for himself alone. He's fighting for all of us. And if we want a Nigeria that we want to believe in, we have to invest in that Nigeria. We have to invest in it. We don't want people who will go in there and start using our collective money to now start paying back the amount of money they spent in pursuing the election. We don't want that. That's what Nigeria we want. We want a Nigeria where all of us are stakeholders, where every one of us can say, I invested in this presidency and I have a say in it. That is what we are after. That's how we take back Nigeria. We are so grateful for the amazing show of love and support of Nigerians from across the world, posting on social media, the tweets, retweets, the messages, the show of love, amazing show of love. Like no candidate in Nigeria has experienced organic love. Polls after polls, you see how we are making progress. A seed that was sown 7 to 8 months ago that felt like, oh, it was not going to take shape. But Nigerians said, you know what, we believe in this candidacy. We are tired. And they are rising up and taking back Nigeria. Polls after polls conducted by different people are showing that we are forerunners. We are the candidates to beat. They said we didn't have structure. We are showing them what structure really means. Structure is not bullion van. Structure is not bullion van. Structure is not corruption. Structure is not ballot box snatchers. Structure is Nigerians like you and me who believe that Nigeria is possible, who believe that this country can be salvaged, who believe that we can make this country work, and we can fight for the country that we believe in. That is what structure is. It's about 90 million voters who will go to the polls to vote. That is structure. And we are that structure. All over Nigeria, everybody tuning in, listening to my voice, you are that structure. And we're going to make that structure work with our money, with our resources. And as you know, we promise you that your resources is going to be used wisely. It's not even going, it is already being used very wisely, frugally. You know our principal, you know to put it in context, there is no money that is being spent from these accounts that does not have the signature of His Excellency Peter Obi. No finance, no single kobo, 5 naira, that leaves this account you see in front of your screen that is not passed through the principal. The signatory, it goes to different levels. You have the procurement team, made up of about 40 people at different levels, state coordinators who vet every expenses. You now have the different department tax leads who vet every expenses. You now have the signatories of the account who vet the expenses. You have, like, when we want to defend, you need to be present when we defend the budget of what needs to be done. There is a frugal analysis of every budget item. And the perspective of how we approach things is, can this be done for free? If it cannot be done for free, is this the cheapest price possible? Is this the best use of resources? And then all this is passed through a strategic lens. There's a strategy team that looks at the priorities of the campaign across the different regions. There's a strategy document that guides how we spend resources on the campaign. So you can be 100% guaranteed that the way we are thinking about giving birth to a new Nigeria, we are approaching how we spend the resources of donors from that perspective. Every naira, kobo must count. We are doing things differently in this campaign. And so we encourage you to donate and support this. Your monies will be used wisely, will be used frugally, will be used effectively. It is not going to third parties. It's not going to people who are not in the campaign. This is the official campaign account of the Peter Obi 2023 account. It's not for, so, and these monies are going to people in the grassroots, doing amazing work. We have guys from up north, PSN, different people who are working in the grassroots, and all they're asking for is materials. They're not asking to be paid, though. They're not asking for you to pay for their transport. They're not asking for you to give them money for their services. No, they're doing it for free of charge. And all they're asking for is, please give us materials. We're going to villages to speak to these people in the village, and we need materials to talk to them. We have deployed over 120 million of funding that we have received to print materials. We're going to be giving a detailed account. We're deploying millions of naira in radio jingles. So people are saying, oh, we're not hearing Obi's jingle in the north. You are going to start hearing those jingles from next month. Because of the people's donation, because of people like you decide to give 5,000, 10,000, 1 million, Obi is going to be hitting the airwaves from next week. Jingles in Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba language, Southwest, you're going to see us everywhere. We have already started making, we're already in advanced, we've got over 54 radio stations. 54 radio stations. And it's because of the donations of people like you. But as we get very close to the election, there's a need for more resources. You know the powers that be. They are corrupt, and they're using our money to fund their election. They're stealing our money to fund the election. And guess what? We're up against them. But guess what? Because we are united, we are Nigerians, we are people who have decided that enough is enough. We will win in this battle. We will win because for every naira they spend, obedience and the impact that we are putting in the campaign is 10,000s of naira. The free donations, the free will donations. We have obedience who are saying, you know what, I'm going to give you my car. Just brand it. Brand it for us. Brand it. That's all we're asking for. This is a car. Throughout this campaign, I am going to be now, but we need money to pay for those branding, to brand the cars. We're going to be branding 100 cars from next week. But that is even small. We need to brand close to 1,000 cars, more than thousands of cars across. We know that people normally tear our billboard. They tear when we print big billboards in some battleground states, they tear it down. So what are we doing? We're coming what we call mobile billboards. Mobile billboards, whereby in the morning time, we mount it. In the evening, we go back home with it. We take it back home. In the morning time, we mount it. In the evening, we take it back. That's the things we are doing. Innovative ideas we are driving. We're creating content. Like you're going to be seeing, so the million matches that you saw we did earlier, you're going to be seeing that being streamed. We're no longer doing, we're going to be focusing on local government, polling unit matches. The population team is working on that. We're going to have obedience mobilized at the grassroots. So we're no longer doing local government polling unit matches that are going to be happening from next week. And guess what? These people need materials to do that. They need t-shirts. They need caps. They need flyers, handbills. We want to reach 50 million voters. To print 50 million flyers, and each flyer, for example, costs you 7 naira to print. Do the math. Stickers. At least we need 20 million stickers. Do the math if you're printing just one sticker. So the election is expensive at devil. It's it's a very, very expensive, and it's very expensive. But guess what? We know that we can survive, because if 1 million obedience, just donate 1,000 naira, do the math of how much we're going to be able to raise. And we know that we have 1 million obedience who are capable. Everybody listening to this call right now, wherever you are, you can do something. You can do something, even though it's 1,000 naira. If you're hearing my voice right now, you can do something. You can call someone in the village, call your friends, your family, reach out to them. This is a fight for our life. We have professionals who are, if you bring them and you are paying them for their service, you're going to be paying them thousands of dollars per hour. But they're saying, you know what? We work for free. Why not? Don't pay us. So Nigerians are working. And what you can do beyond just your votes is to also support these people. Support. No money is going to be paying any professional. No money is going to pay anybody for their services. We are paying for things that needs to be paid for. So we encourage you. Do support this campaign. The account on your screen. Zenith Bank is on the screen. Sterling Bank is on the screen. Heritage Bank is on the screen. Globus Bank is on the screen. Please send in your donations. We keep asking for donations because your donations are making a huge difference. It's making a significant difference. You can see the momentum we are getting. The north that seems to be a very difficult place to penetrate, we're gaining momentum in the north. We are penetrating. We have people who before do not believe in the candidacy of our principal are now believing. They're seeing us as the solution to the insecurity, to the hunger, to the problems. And because of the donations, we are making progress. To everyone who have donated in the past, and you're hearing my voice, I want to say thank you very much. We are very grateful. We are very grateful. From the depth of our heart, our principal is grateful for your donations. It means a lot. Because what you are saying is, beyond just me believing in this movement, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You are saying, you know what? I am investing in a nation where a child of nobody can become somebody. A nation where merit is the key, where capacity is the key. A nation that we can be proud of, where you can be in Canada, you can be in Scotland, you can be in UK, you can say, you know what? I have a green passport. We can become the giant of Africa that we are. That is who we are. We can. This is an election that we cannot afford to lose. It is ours to lose. We are the candidates. We are the forerunners. No money is too small. The money used for data, the money you use for a night out with your friends. That is all we're asking for. We're not asking to break the bank. Do the small, what you can. We are grateful. 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira. The maximum you can donate is 27 million. If you can do that, fine. We have people who have donated 1 million. We have people who have donated 10 million to the campaign. We have someone who says, you know what, we're going to give you 4 million so you can use that for making calls, sending text messages to mobilize people. And they're donating. And these monies are being deployed on the field to make things happen. People are working. You need to see meetings that take place every day. Tomorrow we're having a meeting. Strategy team is meeting to design how we allocate the materials that we have printed in an effective way. Media team is meeting. Your monies are making a difference. The funds you're giving us is making a difference. We are very grateful. We are grateful for your support. Every time we show up on every Friday to have these sessions, we feel so encouraged to know that Nigerians believe that a new Nigeria is possible. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that Nigerians are rising up and say, we will take back our Nigeria. We'll take back this country. Because of you, we believe. Peter Obi is not running for president. We are all running for president. I am running for president through Peter Obi. Please, if you're on this call right now, call 7 random people, call 7 of your friends, call them and say, you know what? Beyond just saying you are going to vote, can you donate 1,000 naira? 1,000 to this campaign. 1,000 naira. We print at least, if you are printing flyers for 10 naira, do the amount of how many flyers you're going to print with 1,000 naira. That is 100 flyers. 100 flyers. That could lead to, at least if it converts to, let's say, 50 votes. That is what your 1,000 naira you're going to maybe use to go and buy ice cream, or you're going to use to buy for charge card, or something else. Just imagine that the amount of votes you are going to be able to get us to have. Just imagine the votes. The little drop of oceans. The little drops can make an ocean. That 20,000 naira, that 50,000 naira, that 100,000 naira. Imagine how many votes that can get us. We're not buying votes. We don't buy votes. We know they give shishi. We don't give shishi in this campaign because Nigerians are tired. They understand that if Nigeria works, it is for everybody. So we don't give shishi, we don't buy votes, but we use those monies to print materials, billboards, flyers. So beyond just listening to my voice, if you can, don't call your friends. Tell them, you're an obedient, we love you. I'm happy for what you are doing. But please support this campaign. Support this campaign. So next week, Friday, we're going to start giving detailed reports on how we are using your money. You will see it live and clear, how much we have raised. The team is working. And we have different layers of accountability on these materials that we produce. Layers of accountability, quality of the materials, the quantity of the materials, the price of the materials. That is checked. Like, we are making sure that the materials that we are printing are cheap. When I mean cheap, it is like, it is not, there is no budget padding in this thing. There is no, this is a this cheap. Because the people print are obedience. The obedience who have used their own money to print materials. And we're saying, you know what, you've printed materials for us in the past. I take more money and print more materials. And they are printing. They are printing. Whether you give them money or not, they are printing. But you cannot shut down, your business cannot shut down because you want to support Obi. We have to support them. Please, if you are hearing my voice and you have monies that you can dispose of, you are not just giving us free money. You are investing in the future of this country, the future of your children, your grandchildren, you're investing in yourself. Think about how much you lose every year because this country is not working. How much inflation is eating into what you are saving because this country is not working. Think about it, how much you are paying for fuel right now in this country. A country that produces fuel, that is rich in oil resources, and we are having fuel scarcity. Blind buying from black markets. How much you lose every day because you have to buy fuel at a rate that is not the normal rate. Fuel subsidy, billions, trillions of naira being lost to fuel subsidy and other things. Insecurity that's affecting this nation. Billions of naira being given in ransom. How much you are losing. Lives being lost. Families being displaced. You can't go to your village in peace. You can't travel in peace. Everybody's hungry, poverty everywhere. And you have the chance of of once in a lifetime opportunity to place a candidate that would change this nation. Oh, no. And you have 1,000 in your pocket. You have 2,000 naira, you have 5,000 naira. And it's still looking at you. Ask yourself, what is the best use of this money right now? Please. Support this campaign. Support this campaign. Check. Quality candidate is check. Resources distribution is check. Everything is confirmed. Obedience are working. Support groups are working. People are mobilizing, using their own pocket money to feed themselves. You have stories of people in communities that you can't even see network service in them. People are going there to go and preach the Obi campaign, the Obi message. We need to support them now. We need to support them. That ice cream money, just cut it down. That data, that small expense, that designer handbag, that Moet and Chardon, that whiskey and everything you enjoy, just give us something small. You understand? To support these people, to support this work. And it's not to pay them. We're not paying them for their services. They're not asking you to pay them. They're simply saying, we will go and do the Lord's work, but give us materials. Just imagine, Nigerians like you and I are saying, we would, don't pay us, let's go and work, but give us materials. The least we can do is to help them. The least we can do is support them. Any amount you can, it will go a long way. It is already going a long way. The momentum you see happening is not magic. It is work. People are working. Materials are being printed. Calls are being made. Meetings are happening. Ward level meetings, polling meetings. We know the gaps in the campaign. We are working towards filling it. We know we have to win the North Central. We know we have to be competitive in the Southwest. We know we have to be competitive in the North. See, every region is ours to win. We are working towards minimum 40 million votes. Minimum. We have 90 million voters. We are greedy. We are going to get 50 million voters. We are working towards it. But guess what? We need your support now. We need your support. We need your ginger. Please support. If you are hearing my voice and you are still considering and saying, you know what, am I donating to the right account? No, this is endorsed. Endorsed, signed by Peter B himself. No money leaves any of this account. And see, Komilaisha is not here. No money leaves this account you are looking at in this screen without P.O. himself signing and saying this money should leave. So you can be sure that this money is not used for anything without his say. No kobo, 1 naira. Because what? His credibility is on the line. What he believes in is on the line. The new Nigeria he's talking about starts from how we use your resources. He knows that. So you can be rest assured. This is official account. The campaign account. Official, P.O. himself. So you are sure that your money is going to the right account. There is no story. No story is happening. Used frugally, used wisely, for the right reasons to support obedience. People like you and me who are already dedicating their time, resources to the campaign. Please, we are going to give birth to a Nigeria that works for everybody. A Nigeria that is better is possible. If you want to add your voice to this plea, please raise your hand so we can give you the floor to speak. Raise your hand. And we're going to allow you to speak before we're going to speak by 10 o'clock, we're going to be rounding off. We are so grateful for the donations we have received so far. You have people who don't, like people who say, I don't have much. You have people who even give you 100 naira. Like people are sending 100 naira. 100 naira. That means deduction, bank charge is 50 naira, and they're sending 100 naira to the campaign. That is how much people believe. And you have abundance in your account. You have monies in your account that you are saving. We're not asking you to give the whole world, though, to give us your life savings. So please, we're not asking for you to give monies that are important. No, we're just saying that your small spare change that you can afford to lose. You can afford to give. Invest. Invest in the future of this nation. Invest. Invest. Every 1,000 you give for this campaign now, right? And PO gets elected, you can be sure that you're going to get in thousands of fold. How do you get that in returns? When you can go back to your village in peace. When Nigeria becomes an agricultural hub, we can feed this country. We have everything to feed this country. Gombe is twice the size of Netherlands. Twice. Twice. Just one state alone. What is oil? Just imagine that. You go to the market to buy food and the food is cheap because agriculture is working. You want to buy fuel and fuel is everywhere. Fuel is everywhere. You're not thinking about how to stay in the... Do you know how much you lose just by staying on the queue to buy fuel? How much productive time you are losing is not in 1,000, 2,000. It's in thousands of naira that you lose just staying on the queue to buy fuel. Hi. The amount you lose in buying black market fuel. The amount you lose in paying for a generator to run your business. Just imagine how much you lose. And you are saying, you know what? We need to take back this country and all you have to spend is just invest in that future. Where you don't have, like where power is everywhere. You wake up and you're saying, NEPA never take light. Imagine that future, that country. When you want to travel to South Africa, they're begging you to come. Traveling to Canada is because you want to travel, or US because you want to travel, because Nigeria is a developed nation. The seeds of that start today. All these countries we are seeing that are developed, it happened because people came up, rose up, and did something and chose to make a difference. Citizens came up and took back their nation. And we are doing that now. We are that turning point generation. Everybody on this call, listening to this call right now, you are the turning point generation. You are the one that will change this country. With one vote, one PVC, 1,000 at a time, we'll take back this country. Nigeria must work for all of us. Abba, a country of 200 million people, 200 million, we can't get things right with smart people, PhDs, intelligent people. Wherever you place us in the world, we are the best. America, you are the best. UK, we are the best. And we cannot get our country together. We cannot afford to have the best of us rule us. We have to wait for the chaffs, the worst of us to rule us. Because smart people like us are saying, we don't want to care about politics. No, it's over. We will invest. We will put our money. We will show them that there's power in the crowd. There is power in multitudes. The movement is bigger than anybody. We are powerful. We are a force. You don't mess with Nigerians. We have been sleeping. This year we wake up. Look at the amount of Nigerians who want to go and clear their PVC now. Just look at them. Millions of Nigerians decided to register to clear their PVC because of Peter Obi. Everywhere. We dig it in. No. This is our election. Oh. We must win it. There is no shaking. We need to win. We will wipe. See, they don't understand what's happening. No. Nobody they don't understand. They are still dreaming. They are still thinking that this is a play. They don't understand what is hitting them. February is our year. And we go show them pepper. We will show them that Nigerians are not fools. Nigerians are not to be... See, Nigerians are not dumb. Our eyes are open. Oh. Tribe, religion, all those things they used to blind us. No. It can't work again. It can't. It can't. But guess what? beyond all this talk, all this, we need resources. We need monies to engage people, to fire the throttle. We need resources. Please, whatever amount you can donate, you can support this campaign. We encourage you to do that. We encourage you. Convince, see, it's no longer you donating. Convince your friends. You know that uncle that he believes in Obi. Convince him and he's looking for where to put his money in Obi. Tell him, uncle, auntie, there is official account. Oh, send him this screenshot of this account and say, I want to donate 10,000 now, 1,000 now. Donate. That person that complaining things are not working in Nigeria, every now they're complaining. Every day they're complaining about things that's not working. Every time they're giving analysis of what is going on in Nigeria, we have a chance to fix it all. We have the chance. If we don't get it right this time, when are we going to get it right again? When? Hey, Abba, we can't lose this. Oh. We can't. Oh. It is not, see, every day I wake up, see, not even every day. I have a business I'm running, but every day I wake up and I'm dreaming Obi. I'm sleeping Obi. Every day I show up on these meetings on Friday because of what? Obi. Because of this country cannot be the same. I am not doing it because of Obi himself as the president, as the principal. I'm doing it because I want this country to be better. Oh. My children must grow in a country that is the giant of Africa. Affordable education, first-class education, good roads, security, all those things I dream of must happen in my generation. I want to go back and tell my children I fought for a country. This Nigeria you are seeing right now, I fought for it. My hand did here. My money did here. I am not just even donating my time. I am donating my even money. Me that is raising funding. I am putting my own money inside this thing, inside this campaign. And you are listening to us, and you just say that all you're going to do is vote, put your PVC, use your PVC and vote, and you have money in your account. I beg. Step up. Send in, support us. Step up. Let's get to the next level. Let's get to the next level of this movement. You are hearing my voice now, and you have not opened your app and look at and start typing these account numbers, and you're still on this call. What are you waiting for now? What are you waiting for? One, check. This is the official account. Check. This is PO endorsed. PO is endorsing it. It's not by anybody. It is PO. It's PO's endorsement. Check. Money from his account. No money, no pain leaves his account without his approval. Check. So you know your money is safe. Check. This money is not going to be to pay anybody consultancy fee. Influencers are not being paid for their influencing. There is nobody padding budget here. Check. Everything is done to the cheapest price available. We're using the money for materials. Check. What do you want again? This is the movement, the best, well-run campaign ever. A candidate to believe in. Check. And you have, so when you compare this and what you want to use the money for, just compare it, what you think you can use the money for. Just compare it. Do the analysis. Just measure it up. What you're going to use that 1,000 naira for? 1,000 naira, you buy credits airtime and you watch YouTube videos, or you make calls on WhatsApp and you do stuff. But that 1,000 can get us how many flyers? How many votes? Abba. Check them now. Check them. You can upgrade, oh. You can upgrade. Upgrade your support, oh. Upgrade your support. Everybody's upgrading their support, though. It's beyond just shouting obedience and PO on social media. Everybody, the new trend now is upgrading the support. Our support is upgrading. We're changing the next level of how we engage in this movement. So please, if you can hear my voice, we encourage you to support 10,000, 100,000, whatever it is. Invest in this movement. this is a candidate that will not disappoint us. See my life, I've never participated in elections before. Like, I've been seeing elections happen. This is going to be the first election I'm going to be voting in. I stood under the sun, waited to get my PVC. I have a business I'm running. I am here to support this campaign because of what I believe in this campaign. There are millions of Nigerians who will be voting for the first time. Let's support them now. Let's give, they don't ask you for money, give them materials. Let's give them the materials they need now. What are we talking? You have 1 million in your account, you have 2 million, you have money you are saving for some, you can do something. Let's help them. Let's make things happen. Please. We're capable, we're obedient. We can.
Hello, Siri.
Dudu, can you hear me? I think I will hand over the mic to you. You can continue. I'm having a bit of a network challenge. Confirm if you can hear me, please. Dudu, can you hear me? I think I will hand over. Dudu, can you hear me? Dudu? Dudu, can you hear me?
Yes, Century, can you? Hello?
I can hear you now. I think we're getting to the end. Yes, it's 9. I'll hand over the mic to you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well done, Century. Thank you profoundly. Your passion came through. And yes, this is our elections to lose. I would just read out donations that came through on our YouTube channel. Charles Omorui donated the sum of 25,000 naira. Thank you very much, sir, for your donation. Peter Fish Farms donated 1,000 naira, making it 3,000, he says, because he has done 1,000 naira thrice. Thank you, Peter Fish Farms. And then there's a handle here, the Fifth Stand. He donated 10,000 naira. Thank you. There's also another handle, One Love. He sent 7,000 naira. There's Eze Maka Innocent. He sent in 50,000 naira. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for your donations. Every kobo counts. Every little adds up. And then we have Temple Omukwe. He says, I have 4 votes in my house for Labour Party. Thank you all. Every contribution counts. As we come to the end of the 10th edition of our fundraiser, we thank you all for keeping the touch. We thank you all for your commitment. And as we would typically do, our closing will be the first stanza of our national anthem. Century, if you can unmute everyone so we sing together, that would be perfect.
Yes, you can all unmute. Yeah, mics right now. Yes.
All right. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Rise. Nigeria, Congo, State, to stand our fatherland. We say that for our heroes past faith to stand with
one in freedom, peace and
unity. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Stanley has I sent you a message on private chat. Please just attend to it. It contains the link where you can get the information that you need. Stanley the beloved.
Okay.
Thank you. Just click on it before I close the meeting, please. You get a link, you get a message from us. Bye.